I am Tony Stark. The world knows me as the billionaire, the genius, the playboy, and, of course, Iron Man. For a long time, I believed I was just the sum of those labels. Standing in the spotlight, I thrived on the adoration, thinking I had the world under my control. After all, I was the heir to Stark Industries, a man of immense wealth and unparalleled technological genius. In a way, I was a creator of this world. I designed weapons, shaped wars, determined outcome. It wasn't until that day, that moment, when I realized I was also its destroyer. That war, that cave, when the bullets and missiles rang in my ears, that's when I first questioned my purpose. I thought I had control over the weapons, but I didn't know they had long control. When I woke up with an electromagnet in my chest, I understood. This wasn't a reward from fate, it was punishment. My pride, my negligence had caused unspeakable harm, and I was now a part of it. I used to believe the world was black and white, and that I was on the side of righteousness. But I wasn't a hero, I was just a businessman in a suit, trading death and fear for profit. Back then, I had no grand plan to save the world. Survival, that was the only thing driving me. When I was locked in that hellish cave, staring death in the face, I made a decision. If I made it out alive, I would live for myself, not as a weapons dealer paving the way for others. I couldn't be that man anymore, the one sitting in a high-rise boardroom signing off on contracts, blind to the destruction my weapons caused. So, with the most basic materials, I built my first suit. It was crude, heavy, but it carried me to freedom. I was no longer just Tony Stark, I became Iron Man. The device in my chest, though, was a reminder. Life is fragile, time is short, but every breath is worth fighting for. Returning to civilization, I thought everything would get better, but fate never grants you redemption that easily. There were people who didn't want me to turn the corner, people who thrived on the bloody trail I left behind. The opposition, the threats, the enemies, they all came at me, and I had no choice but to fight. I wanted to protect the people I had once harmed, but the cost was always greater than I expected. I can hide behind that armor pretending I'm invincible, but deep down I know it's a lie. I'm still Tony Stark, flawed, afraid of failure, afraid of letting down the people I care about. No matter how strong the armor is, I can't protect everyone, especially the ones closest to me. Pepper, she's the only light I have, the one person who can bring me peace in the chaos. Yet, I keep pushing her into danger because I am the danger. Maybe I'm a lousy lover, maybe even a lousy friend. Even if I can protect the world, who's going to protect her? Or me? Sure, I'm Iron Man, but iron doesn't cover up the cracks inside. The enemies get stronger, the sacrifice is greater. I've lost more than I've gained. Sometimes I wonder if the suit was my biggest mistake. It gave me power, but it took away my freedom. Every time I fly, every time I fight, I'm reminded that I'm no longer just Tony Stark. I am the world's responsibility. I turned myself into a weapon, not for war, but for redemption. People call me a hero.